Yeah. Chopper with the ones and twos. How you do? I'm back on YouTube. Let's set the record straight, man. Xavier Legette is getting destroyed by the media. He already got destroyed by Steve Smith and Cam Newton, but Cam Newton has done it again twice on ESPN. So let's check out the reaction video, man. It's getting crazy. Listen, man, we all upset. You know what I'm saying? Panthers fan, I know y'all upset, man, because this might be my last year, and I might have to go to Titletown School. I don't know, man. So, hey, man, Cam and Mace, Mace, can you put the application in Titletown School for me? Thank you, sir. Let's get into it.
Another slow start for the 0-2 Carolina Panthers. Former first-round pick Xavier Legette has come under fire with all of 8 receiving yards over the first 2 weeks of the season. Panthers legend Steve Smith Sr. was asked about the criticism facing Legette during a weekly local radio appearance and had some strong words to say about Carolina fans. Take a listen.
That's what this city does well, is and complain. See, when we went to the Super Bowl 2003, I never forgot how people treated us my rookie year when we was 1-15. Now, I know some people not don't like to hear this, but if you're going to ride and die with your team, ride or die. That's probably the problem with this weak-ass city, is the fair weather fans.
Smith Sr. later did post a video admitting that he could have used a better choice of words in the interview. Cam, we come to you, former star for the Carolina Panthers. What's your reaction to Smith Sr.'s comments?
Man, this is the thing. Did we expect anything else from Steve? Because I had the opportunity to play with Steve Smith. He's taught me so much, but this is who he is. This ain't no fake. This is how he really feels.
Totally true.
He plays with the chip on his shoulder, and guess what? He lives with the chip on his shoulder. When I first got drafted by the Carolina Panthers, I felt the disrespect in my own stadium. Why? Because when I seen the stands, it was the Redskins at the time. It was the Pittsburgh Steelers. It was the Dallas Cowboys. And I made it my mission to alter the whole flow of a whole city. Now you got to think about it. You're in Carolina. Carolina Panthers represent 2 states. Not a lot of people can say that we have 2 states. Okay, another thing that I had to start thinking about is saying, when I speak about young quarterbacks, hey, bring in Bryce Young. Hey, bring in Anthony Richardson. Hey, bring in, guys who are now the Cam Wards of the world. When I say these words, give your team and your city hope, it's like, dog, it's going to be times where they're not going to be pleased with you because they may not even know how to even treat you, to hold you. But now this is the thing that I want Steve Smith to understand. It's like, bro, I'm with you. Are you frustrated? Absolutely. Is this something that you can speak to better than anybody? Absolutely. But it's still Carolina. It's not Boston. It's not New York. It's not L.A. It's not.
It's the Bible Belt.
You see what I'm saying?
Bible Belt.
It took me to go to New England and listen to that sports talk radio, and I'm like, God, we just won, for Christ's sake. We're not 0-2. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at that, it's like, okay, choice words, yes, that's what he knows he has to be better at. But understanding, too, the people of Carolina are fed up. We want some type of hope of reason of why I'm wearing this jersey. Why?
We is fed up, but at the same time, I feel like this is like the Charlotte Hornets. It's like saying the Charlotte Hornets. They like 2-25. Ain't nobody trying to go to a Charlotte game. The only time we want to go to a Charlotte game is we want to see KD, LeBron, and Curry. You know what I'm saying, in Charlotte, which I'm hoping and praying that LeBron is coming to Charlotte because I will go there with my Lakers jersey. LA LeBron all day.
Am I going to the team store? And from the frustrations with the team, with frustration with the players, with frustration with the management, with frustration to any and everything, it's so much that a fan has to go through.
It's a whole lot of frustration.
You have to empathize with that, and I know, but at the same time, it's like, what do? You have to keep showing up, whether you're frustrated or not, and making sure that you're upholding your end of the bargain.
I mean, I was blessed. I played for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had great fans, we had a great organization, and we won a lot.
Y'all won.
Right, and so when you win a lot,
duplex houses.
there isn't anything to listen to. But on those years that it may have been tough, and those stretches that may have been tough, you definitely hear the people. What I think Steve was doing, and he talked about using the right choice of words, was defending a young player that he can feel is going through something, right? Defending a young player that is going through something that resonates with him. He said, I remember how they treated us when we were 1-15, even though we were in the Super Bowl. Like, you don't forget that. You don't forget that, oh, you switched up on me. You don't forget that pain of hearing that you aren't good enough. You don't forget that pain of feeling those boos or looking into the stands and saying, okay, I see Commanders jerseys, or I see Steelers jerseys, or I see Cowboys jersey. Now, you can have the pride of changing that. You can have the pride of the fact that what I put in, the effort that I have put in, is now paying dividends by the way they treat me. But for Steve Smith, it's Xavier Legette is struggling. I know what that struggle feels like. Xavier Legette is probably criticizing himself harder on himself than anybody could possibly be. And in defending him, he chose to attack a city that I think he still lives in, right? That he still sows into, that he's still a part of the community. And this thing to me, sometimes family fight. Yeah. It's one thing if Steve Smith played in Carolina, didn't give his all to that team, and flew up out of there and left and never came back. He don't do that. He talking to the people that he see every day. And so I do believe there was a different way to go about it. But if anybody has the right to say something, it's Steve Smith.
He has the right to say it. There's no question about that. He has the credentials to say it. This brother can ball. And he is consistent in terms of who he is. He's as real and as authentic as they get. I got a lot of love for Steve Smith, no doubt. I wish he wouldn't have said it like he said it, though.
Yeah.
And I think we all concede that. Yeah. So let's analyze why we concede that, because we know that how you deliver, how you present something ultimately may serve to get in your own way. There's a lot of, as much of a voice as Steve Smith is, because of his knowledge, his resume, you know, his credentials, there's a lot more that he could give. But over the years, he's found himself in situations where his outspokenness may have come back to bite him, fair or unfair. Yeah. And when I think about Carolina, I remember I went to Winston-Salem State, so it's an hour and 15 minutes up the road. I spent a lot of time in Charlotte, all right? The Bible Belt is the Bible Belt. There's a certain way that you talk in those parts. Like when you talk in publicly, you can't come at cats like you said the way you come at cats in New England or New York and other places, Chicago, stuff. Can't do it. It's a little bit different. And so when he came out like that, it's like, I'm like, damn, because all they're going to hear is how he said it. Right. All they're going to hear is his acerbic or abrasive words, as opposed to the message that he was truly, truly trying to deliver. And there's a lot of times that Steve Smith is saying something, and the message is profound, and it's right on point most times. Yeah. He knows what the hell he's talking about, whatever. But because of how he comes at it, all you see is the presentation instead of the substance of his words. Right. And that's what I concern myself about with him. As far as the 1-15, it wasn't just that they were 1-15. It was that they lost 15 straight to end the year. So let's remember that, too. It ain't like they lost 7, and then they won week 8, and then they lost another 7 or something. No, you won your first game that year against the Minnesota Vikings, and then proceeded to go the rest of September and October and November and December losing. Yeah. That
Didn't they lose? Didn't last year we had I said we. Didn't they lost when they 3-14 last year? And the other year they was and the other year they 2-15. I'm like, damn, man.
Means you lost during Thanksgiving, you lost through Christmas, you lost to bring in the damn New Year. Yeah. You've given at that moment, you were giving the city nothing to cheer about. What were they supposed to say? Yeah. And so you got people that's working hard, you paying your hard-earned money, and you want something to root for. Yeah. So when cats hold on to that, oh, I remember what they did to me when you were 1-15, my response would be, yeah, you were 1-15. Did they do that when you were 15-1? Did they do that when you were 11-5 the year you went to the Super Bowl and you played competitively and almost beat Tom Brady and the New England Patriots? Yeah. They weren't doing that then. They didn't even do it when you were 7-9 the year before that. Yeah. But they did it when you were 1-15 because you won September, October, Thanksgiving in November, Christmas in December, and to bring in the new year. These people didn't even want to watch the ball drop. Yeah. All they wanted to do was go hide because the Carolina Panthers were that awful. And when we see the level of ineptitude under their present ownership, who's been taking some heat they're looking for a reprieve. You got to remember when
You
you
need to
see
fire David
you
Temper.
see his cat
Fire
Bryce Young
David
coming out of
Temper. He
Alabama,
gotta
we know
go.
he could ball.
He got to
but
go.
when you see C.J. Stroud and what he did once he came into the NFL, that was a pick you could have had.
They could have
So
had
you're
CJ.
looking at this as a fan base, and you're like, yo, what y'all doing? Steve Smith makes valid points, but in the same breath, so do the fans at times when they complain.
Yeah, I look
But
at
also, too, I'm going to say this.
Sure.
It's a good thing that nobody at this table has ever said anything that they've come under fire for.
I'll say this. Despite of that being,
There you go.
Hey, listen, hey, real quick though, one of the things if I wish I could change in my career is this, and I told Steve this. I said I would wish that I had Steve on the backside of my career rather than the early side. The first times I met Steve Smith, I went over to his house and I was trying to get him to come back because he was requesting a trade. And the thing that will stick with me as much as I can remember is that he said, Cam, I want to win yesterday. You're just coming in as makeup. I know what this city is. But people don't understand, and I say that with the understanding that people like Steve Smith and like Cam Newton, we share something. We always misunderstood.
Got it.
So when you take the time and you really say, hey, bro, what you mean? Are you frustrated now? Hey, leave bro alone. He ain't in that mood right now. Hey, dog, it's time now, though. It's time. Like, we got to chat. We got to come to some type of understanding.
AC Saddle drop a
It's
DLC?
that,
Oh,
and also another thing with this, with the states of North Carolina and South Carolina, Wake Forest, Clemson, South Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina State, North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central. These aren't outside of Clemson, right? Respective. This is not powerhouses to football.
Yeah.
When I came to the city of Charlotte, I put it on my heart to say, the person that's recognized the most, and respectfully, is his airness and Michael Jordan, and he never played a sport. He's owned a team, but never played a team as a person. I'm going into this with something on my heart to say I have to change it, and I took it personal.
Got it. Got to go to break. Beautiful words, Cam. Way to educate everybody. The Patriots are coming off a win. Steelers coming off a loss. How much does Pittsburgh need from Aaron Rodgers to?
I mean, you could be a Dallas Cowboy fan. I mean, you could be a Cowgirl fan. You could be a Spitter Eagles fan. You can be a Washington Deadskin fan. But yeah, man, Carolina got to do better, man. Cam Newton, bro, Cam Newton was bringing the swagger back 10 years ago, man. He brought the dab. He was dabbing. Superman, the first down, just dabbing to the touchdown. We was dabbing all the way to the Super Bowl, man. I was so surprised, too. But then they lost by Denver Broncos, man, and they won. They really want Peyton Manning to get that Super Bowl ring and retire. That's what happened. But basically, we won that. Basically, Carolina won the game. I say we won that game. But I can't go to a hometown team that I love, man. I'm getting old, man. I wish I can stay and support this team longer than I can, but I really can't, man. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. I will be taking Titletown lessons. I will be going to Titletown school, man. If Mace out there have any applications, I will sign the Titletown school. I know they play Atlanta this Sunday. You Panther old head fans out there who are 30s, 40s, 50-year-old old head ass tailgating, you know what I'm saying, cooking ribs and drinking Bud Light, Ice House beers and stuff like that. You fucking old head Panther ass. I will be going to Titletown school. Titletown is on the way. My second team is Green Bay, so if we ain't have no motion in Carolina, I'm going to Green Bay. But if y'all start winning in the next 2-3 years, I don't care. I don't care. You think y'all gonna be better? Fire David Temper, fire Dan Morgan, fire Dave Canales. There. Boom. Problem solved. Chopper 26, set the record straight.